Good morning, my lovely people. It's yet another good morning that I welcome you back to our YouTube channel. Hoping each and every one of us has woken up well. I don't know the county or the location where you are watching this video from. Personally, I'm fine as you can see, and I thank God for everything. We are still discussing about kidney failure. This has been a hell of a topic, one of the longest topics we have ever had. And we are pushing forward, and I think in a few days to come we'll be done with this topic. I always thank you people for making this channel successful, because if it were not for you, we could not be where we are at the moment. I always request those who have given their topics and they have not yet been discussed to exercise their patience, because it's not always easy, and I'm sure in due time your topic will be discussed. For the returning subscribers, feel appreciated. And each and every one of us who is doing anything, however little it is, to push this channel forward, feel appreciated. We are still looking at testing and follow-up. Testing and follow-up. And today we will be looking about the diet. How will you alternate the diet of a person who is having kidney failure to make sure that you preserve the kidney function? Let's start by talking about salt and sodium. Salt and sodium. This is under diet. Many prepared foods such as canned soup or fast food can be high in sodium. Get this clearly, that many prepared foods such as canned soup or fast food can be high in sodium. A point to note, you can work with a dietitian or a nutritionist or a doctor to find out how much of these substances you should eat. If you work closely with your doctor, your dietitian, or rather your nutritionist, you will be able to know how much of sodium are you going to take, how much of salt are you going to take. You may also need to limit your fluid intake so your kidneys don't have to work too hard or to overwork. So you limit the amount of fluid, because we said that kidneys also help in regulating or removing the excess fluids from your systems. So if you take too much of these fluids, you'll be overworking or overloading your kidneys, which are already in a mess. Remember, these kidneys are failing. And if they are failing, they are not working normally. So if you take a lot of fluids, you will be overworking them. That's why you always find that like people who are on dialysis, they rarely take water. It's always hard for these people, especially when there is a very hot sun or a sunny day, because somebody will be too much thirsty. But the problem occurs when you take a lot of fluids, your kidneys have failed. They won't be able to remove those fluids from your systems. So somebody starts swelling, especially the ankles, and sometimes the whole body. That's why you will find those people, they don't always take lots of fluids. They can stay even without taking water. This is how dangerous kidney failure can be. And that's why I've been advising you people, you take care of your kidneys. Make sure you maintain your kidney function. When you hear something you don't understand, make sure you see your doctor so that it may be sorted earlier in advance. Especially this chronic kidney failure is always one of the dangerous because it's irreversible. You can't reverse it. That is the fact. You can't reverse it. So, as I have said, you can work with your dietitian or a doctor to find out how much of these substances you should eat. You may also need to limit your fluid intake so your kidneys do not overwork or work too hard. People with chronic kidney failure often lose weight. People with chronic kidney failure always lose weight. Make sure you are consuming enough calories from foods approved and recommended by your dietitian. When you sit down with your nutritionist or your dietitian or your doctor for that matter, you will be able to come up with a plan on how much calories you will be taking. That's why we are saying, make sure you are consuming enough calories from foods approved and recommended by a dietitian. Remember, you can't eat any food, especially foods rich in proteins, because proteins have a byproduct called or a waste called creatinine and urea. And these two are always eliminated from the systems by the kidneys. Now that your kidneys are failed, these two are always very dangerous, and we talked about it. Make sure you are consuming enough calories from foods approved by and recommended by a dietitian. Lifestyle. How will you modify this person's lifestyle to fit the current situation? Certain life practices may help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. Remember here, the kidneys have failed. Even if they have not failed completely, you can reverse them. And everything you are doing here is just to slow down the progression, not to stop it. Take it clearly. Not to stop the progression, but just slowing it down. Certain lifestyle practices may help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. These can include the following. All practices that can slow down the progression of chronic kidney disease include: number one, if you are a smoker, you should be considering quitting smoking. Not considering, you should quit smoking. Number two, keeping up to date on your vaccination. Keeping up to date on your vaccination, including your flu shot. Discuss supplements and over-the-counter medications with a doctor before taking them. So if you have to take over-the-counter medications, make sure you have discussed it with your doctor. If the doctor gives you the go-ahead to take them, you have the liberty to take them. Let me repeat this again. Certain lifestyle practices may help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease and include the following: quitting smoking, keeping up to date on your vaccination, including your flu shot, discuss supplements and over-the-counter medications with your doctor before taking them. A point to note, and this is very important: if you see or visit doctors for different conditions, maybe you have different conditions and you have chronic kidney failure, make sure make sure you inform them of your kidney situation, because you may end up getting some treatments which may trigger the progression of this disease. So don't hide anything. If you visit doctors for different conditions, always inform them of your kidney situation. Let's look at the end stage treatment. End stage treatment. If attempts to control your condition through diet and medication fail, you have tried medication, it has failed. You have tried diet, it has failed. You might face an end stage kidney disease. This means that the kidneys have completely failed. So, if attempts to control your condition through diet and medication fail, you might face end stage kidney disease. End stage kidney disease, also called end stage renal disease or ESRD, occurs when your kidneys operate at less than 15% of their full capacity and can no longer eliminate waste as fast as you produce it. Let me repeat this again. End stage treatment. If attempts to control your condition through diet and medication fail, you might face an end stage kidney disease. End stage kidney disease, also called the end stage renal disease, occurs when your kidneys operate at less than 15%. Your kidneys are operating at less than 15%, and mind you, if they are operating in less than 15%, that is equivalent to zero, because your bodies have a lot of toxins. So if the kidneys are working less than 15% of their full capacity, that is equivalent to zero. So end-stage kidney disease, also called end-stage renal disease, occurs when your kidneys operate at less than 15% of their full capacity and can no longer eliminate waste as fast as you produce it. So you will find that wastes like creatinine and urea are being produced. Remember, we said that kidneys are the filtering system of your body. So the wastes are there, the kidneys can eliminate them as fast as possible. So you find that the rate at which these wastes are produced in the systems is higher than the rate of elimination. And these wastes are always very dangerous. This marks the end of our video today. Thank you for those who have been following me. Thank you for the subscriptions, and I always appreciate each one of us for everything, however little it is, that you do to support this channel, be it by subscribing, sharing, and also commenting on my videos, and more so giving out topics for them to be discussed. Feel appreciated because you are always an important member of this big family. So let's continue pushing this channel, and I hope it will help the community at large. Let's have a good day ahead.